one thing, please let me know when we get out of the place, and then when we come back to continue recording, because yesterday I forgot it. I record only the first part of the class. I forgot to record the second part. Okay, so let's go into the first two sentences. I think were done. Okay. Can you read the first one, Valentina? Number one, it was made. Valentina?
Sorry, what activity?
The homework. Number three, figurative language. Number one, we did yesterday, number one and number two. Number one, please, to review.
The teacher said it wasn't funny and she should stop
Giggling. All right. Okay. Let's see. Number two, Melissa.
The child kept whining.
Yeah.
That she had a smaller cake than her sister.
Okay. Kept whining. That's a pronunciation. Whining. Okay. Ricardo, number three.
Number three.
Yeah.
He sighed with sadness over all the old friends he had lost.
Okay. Number four. I imagine that Camila, probably you don't have the homework.
I did it.
Okay, try to do it then. How would you do it? Number four.
When the little girl's ice cream dropped into the gutter, she started to whine in distress.
She started to?
Whining in distress.
First of all,
I use that word.
It can be ing, because it's at two. Okay, so two could be two ways in there. Whine or wail. It seems to me that it's wail in distress. Wail is the sound that, you know, when the baby start like crying awfully. Okay, Macarena, can you hear me? Macarena?
Yes.
Okay, number five.
Number five, I hadn't eaten anything all day and my stomach kept trouble.
Kept what? What is the sound that the stomach makes?
Kept
rumbling.
Oh.
Rumbling. Kept rumbling. All right.
It's not trouble.
No. Rumble.
Okay.
Oh, it's rumble. Like the, you know, remember that they simulate, for example, the trains or the underground train with that sounds like more profound. So I would say rumbling. Sometimes they say roaring also, like lions, but I think in this case it's rumbling. Okay, and finally, let's see, Giselle, did you do the homework or you couldn't?
Yes,
okay,
I did.
So,
and the fly buzz against the window made it difficult to concentrate.
Okay, the verb was correct. Buzz. But you have to use it, the fly buzzing, because it's like
buzzing.
It's an adjective in there, right? Fly buzzing. Yeah. So it goes with ing. The fly buzzing against the window made it difficult to concentrate. Okay. Yeah. Remember that yesterday we learned new sounds like whine, wail, rumble, buzz, creep up, chirp, and giggle. Apart from other sounds, for example, Ricardo, what was the sound that the cat does? Sorry, the cat does.
The cat.
Purrs. Yeah. And what about the dog?
The dog barks.
Barks. And the lion?
Maybe.
The lion?
Roars.
Yeah. And people, what
Understand.
people do? Porky Pig. What does Porky Pig does? What does Porky Pig do?
Stutter.
He stutters. Okay. And when we are afraid, what do we do? Two verbs for that. Two verbs for that.
Tremble.
Tremble or
Shudder.
shudder. That's right. And when we are happy, what do we do? And when we want to, I don't know, when we like a song or a singer, what do we do?
Clap.
Clap.
Claps.
What do we clap? What do we clap?
Yes.
We clap our hands. That is the expression.
Oh.
You can clap your hands.
Mm.
Clap your hands or clap someone's hands, all right? Okay. What else? What other verb? When we are with a flu, Melissa, sometimes, what do we do? Or with a bad cold?
We cough.
Cough. That's right. What else? And when we are a little bit sad, we are remembering someone, what do we do?
Sigh.
What? I can hear. We
Sigh.
sigh. That's right. We sigh.
Sigh.
We sigh when we, that is to sigh, right? Okay, now we're going to do exercise 5. It says here, complete the sentences with the literal meaning of the words in activity 4. Change the form of the words if necessary. For example, what would you put in number 1? It says, her hands as she handed him the letter.
Trembled.
Trembled, trembled, all right? Past tense. Her hands trembled as she handed him the letter. Okay, our cat only if you massage his ears. Our cat only
Purse.
purrs,
Purse.
purrs, yeah. Our cat only purrs if you massage his ears. He, when he said words beginning with T,
Stutters.
Stutters.
he stuttered,
Stutters.
he stuttered. Okay, it seems that there is something urgent, okay? Please wait for me. They're calling me to sorry, they wanted to send me out. They wanted me to retire. So that's why they were calling me so insistently. All right. What was the last one? Ah, yeah, stuttered. Okay, number 4. Everyone, when that told that terrible old joke again.
Groaned.
Mhm.
No.
Sighed. That's right.
Oh.
Oh, again, you see, like It's an old joke, very old, and then you say, again. Yeah, that's the idea in this sentence. All right, then we have only a few people in the audience at the end of the recital.
Claps.
Clapped.
Claps.
Remember, past tense, clapped. 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 All right. Okay, let's see. Camila, number 6.
I had no idea a lion's roars could be so loud.
That's right.
Loud.
Yes, I had no idea a lion's roar could be so loud. Valentina, the next one, number 7.
My neighbor's dog only ever bark at the
Barks.
postman.
Barks. Barks.
Bark.
Barks.
Barks.
At the postman. At the postman, right? Giselle, number 8. Hey, open the microphone. Yeah.
I'm allergic to pollen. It makes me cough.
Cough, that's right. Okay, Melissa, number 9.
Even the idea of eating liver makes
Liver.
me shudder.
Makes me shudder. Do you know what liver is?
Hígado?
But don't say it in Spanish, all right? Yeah, liver is it's an organ of our human body. All right, and the last one, Ricardo?
He was safe. He breathed a sigh of relief.
Yeah, he breathed it. Breathed it?
He breathed.
Breathed.
Sorry.
Remember that is
Breathed.
he breathed. He breathed a sigh of
Breathed.
relief. That's right. Okay, now this one is kind of very figurative, okay? Because it's not the sound, but it's what you hear, what you feel. For example, there was a sudden of thunder and all the lights went out. Could be, which is more close to the sound of thunder, a bark or clap?
A clap.
Clap.
Clap, I would say, right?
Clap.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it would be then, read it completely, Macarena. Number 1,
Number 1,
yes?
there was a sudden bark.
Oh, sudden clap.
Clap.
The clap. Like, right, clap. Not bark. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, okay, sudden clap. Complete the sentence of thunder.
Thunder, and all the lights went out.
All right. Let's see, Camila, number 2.
I couldn't hear a word he was saying over the roar of the plane taking off.
Right, over the roar of the plane taking off. Not a purr, because the plane makes a loud sound, right? Roar. Okay, Ricardo, number 3.
The earth groaned and then began to shudder violently.
That's right. The earth groaned and then began to shudder violently. All right, Valentina, number 4.
The sergeant barked a command and the troops sprang into action.
Okay, bark or purred?
Barked.
It's
Bark.
not bird, it's
Sorry,
bark,
bark.
because it gets similar with bird, so bark. Again, repeat it
Bark.
again. The sergeant barked.
The sergeant barked a command and the troops sprang into action.
Yeah, the sergeant barked a command.
A command
Ah,
and the
yeah.
troops.
Bark. He didn't say the command, he didn't order, he barked. Okay, it's pretty, like it's a metaphor. Okay, he barked the command and the troops sprang into action immediately. All right, Melissa, number 5.
We were in the center of the lake when the motor groaned and then stuttered a couple of times before cutting out altogether.
Half of it is correct. What is
Nice.
incorrect?
The second one
What is incorrect?
First one, the first one,
first?
First one, okay. Cough
coughed.
and stutter. You see the car. We were in the center of the lake. The motor of something, you stutter, right? So that's the idea, cough and stutter. Toseo y tartamudeó, that's the idea. You can say that from a quote, but that's the idea, to give it the idea of that he's not smoothly running. Okay, so for that reason, they say, we're in the center of the lake when the motor coughed and then stuttered a couple of times before cutting out altogether, right? And finally, Giselle?
The leaves trembled
Trembled?
in the autumn breeze.
Trembled in the autumn breeze. That's right. Okay. So we did the homework, and now we're going to go into a video. We're going to watch a video, right, in which they talk about the noises and the problems that those noises cause to us, right? Let's see. I'm going to share the screen, please. Wait a minute. And this is the one. I hope it works. Wait. Computer sound. Let's see now.
Unit 1, Listening Focus. Activity
That's not the
3.
one. Sorry.
1.
This is not the one. Wait,
When I was in the process.
that is it. The audio. Where is it? Share screen. Wait a minute. I have to do it the other way. Wait, please. It's a little bit slow. Yeah, I need to share now. Share the screen. How can I do it? Yeah. Here it is. Yeah. Here we go. Can you see, right? Yes? Let's see.
You have an invisible enemy. You can't see it, but it's all around you.
Can you hear? Can you hear? Yes? Okay.
Yes, yes, teacher.
Slowly but
Yes.
surely damaging your health.
I'm going
Day,
to start again, okay?
you have an invisible enemy. You can't see it, but it's all around you. Slowly but surely damaging your health. Day after day, making no distinction whether you're old or young, female or male. This enemy is environmental noise pollution, the second biggest environmental health threat in Europe after bad air quality. 1 in 4 EU citizens is exposed to noise levels dangerous for their health in their homes, schools, and workplaces. Caused by road, rail, and air traffic, noise pollution provokes stress and tiredness. It affects your learning and memory capacity. It disrupts your sleep. And it also leads to health issues such as stroke and heart disease. We already have many efficient ways to tackle noise. We just have to put them into action.
Okay, very short, but there are certain verbs which are interesting there.
You have an invisible enemy. You can't see it, but it's all around you, slowly but surely damaging your health. Day after day, making no distinction whether you're old or young, female or male. This enemy is environmental noise pollution, the second biggest environmental health threat in Europe after.
What is threat? The second environmental threat. What is threat? Nobody knows? Threat is like something that may cause you damage. Yeah, it's something bad for you. Yeah, when you threat someone, you are threatening like this. Look at me. That is to threat. Okay, so it's a menace. That's another word, synonym for threat. A menace, right? Okay, so this environmental pollution is a threat for our health. Okay.
Bad air quality. 1 in 4 EU citizens is exposed to noise levels dangerous for their health in their homes, schools, and workplaces. Caused by road, rail, and air traffic, noise pollution provokes stress and tiredness. It affects your learning and memory capacity.
Provokes something, affects part of your body, and
it disrupts your sleep.
Disrupts your sleep. Okay? Affect, provokes, disrupt. 3 verbs which are important. Okay?
And it also leads to health issues such as stroke and heart disease.
Stroke and heart disease. Okay? Stroke can be deadly. Heart disease sometimes too, right?
We already have many efficient ways to tackle noise.
Can you mention some ways to tackle the noise? How could we with that, with the noise? What would be some solutions that you can think of?
Wearing earphones?
Yeah, wearing earpods, there is I understand the ear things here, right? To cover your ears. Okay, what other thing can we do? Or what can authorities do to prevent us from this menace, from these threats? If you were, for example, the mayor in the city, what would be one order that you could give to people in order to avoid the noise, or actions that you could take?
Sometimes the governments put a restriction of vehicles for the
restriction.
I don't know the word.
For the car plate, yeah. Restriction of running some numbers in the vehicle so as not to have so much traffic, yes. Right? That would be one solution. What other solution?
They could be established an hour to keep the noise out. Or something.
An hour to what? To
prohibiting.
Yeah.
The noise.
Prohibit the noise. Difficult, but yeah, could be. But more specific than that. Probably you can't prohibit the noise, but you can prohibit other things. What can you prohibit, for example? You could prohibit the horns. The horns, yeah. When they make, you know, it's terrible. Okay. So if you have one car blowing the horn, it's not that much. But when you have 20 cars blowing the horn, it's something. Yeah, it damages your ears. Okay, so you can prohibit that. I mean, if you are an authority, every car that blows the horn can be given a fine. Okay. I think that in Chile, we do not respect anything in Chile, but I think that there are certain laws that prohibit the excessive use of the horn. You have to use the horn only in case of an accident, but not to to try to make the other cars hurry. Yeah. So in that case, for example, if I am in the street and I am blowing the horn because the other car is stopped in front of me, the policeman can come and give me a ticket because that is forbidden. Okay, you can't do that. The problem is that we do not respect. Okay, but that's one prohibition. Any other thing that you would help with? I was reading about it.
Regulate companies.
Regulate companies? In what aspect, Camila?
In aspect related to the noise that some machines does.
Yeah, all right, okay. They should regulate the use of machines in certain areas, like, for example, well, when they are building, it's kind of impossible, but sometimes they use big machinery in the city. That is not correct. Okay, the other day I was reading, for example, plant more trees, because the trees avoid the sounds. Okay, incredible, but that's true. And the other thing that they propose is to build train stations and airports far away from the city. Nowadays, well, they were built far away from the city, but nowadays the cities are growing so much that in the end, those areas are growing pretty close to the airports. Okay, that was another thing. All right. Okay, good. Let's move now into page number 10, please, in your book. Page number 10. We have to talk about these things. There are 3 questions in there. It says, how well do you know your way around your town or city? How well do you know your way around your town or city? What do you do to help you navigate in a town or city you don't know well? And have you ever got completely lost? It's open question for any of you. The first one, for example, how well do you know your way around your town or city? Do you know your town so well that you can go everywhere? Camila? No?
No, I always stay at home. I prefer to be here than the outside.
Yeah,
I only go to the market.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
Here in Villa Alemana.
Villa Alemana, and you don't know your way? No. Villa Alemana. Okay, what about you, Melissa? Do you know your way?
Yeah, I know it by heart.
Okay, where is it? Where are you?
Quilpue.
In Quilpue. Okay, Ricardo, what about you?
No, I don't know very well.
Why? Where do you live? In Valparaiso?
Villa Alemana.
Villa Alemana, and you don't know your town, your place?
Yes, I know it, but I always I'm always in the same places, so I don't know so much about the neighborhoods around.
Yeah, all right. All right, Macarena, what about you? Do you know your place, your way in your town? Macarena, are you there?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Do you know?
Can you repeat, please?
You know the way in your town, the way around your town, the places in your town to go on without any problem?
No.
No?
No.
Where you are from?
In Los Andes.
From Los Andes. Los Andes is also a small place. How can't you know? Yeah, it's incredible. Okay. Giselle, what about you? Where are you living, Giselle, or where are you from?
I'm from Salamanca.
Salamanca, okay. And do you know your way in Salamanca?
I think so because it's too difficult to move of place to place because we have to have a car.
All right.
And
Okay.
that's a difficult.
You don't have You don't have enough public transportation? Hello?
It's difficult.
Or is it difficult to get public transportation?
Yeah.
All right, okay. I am from Valparaiso. So I was born here, I've lived all my life here, and I think I know. I thought I know, but in fact, I don't know much because Valparaiso, it has so many, you know, hidden places. It's difficult to get to all the places, especially up the hills. But I worked 2 years ago, no, 3 years ago, I worked as a taxi driver in an Uber, right? I was working as an Uber for like, I don't know, half a year. And it was fun because I could go to different places that I had never been and very, very hidden places in Valparaiso and Viña too. But then my father got sick and I couldn't continue, but I really enjoyed that job. I had a lot of very good moments in there, you know, and I learned a lot. But Valparaiso is difficult to know because of the hills, right? Now, what do you do when you don't know the place? When
I
you
use this
don't know-
GPS on my phone.
Yeah, you have GPS on the phone, okay? So everybody knows how to do it. For example, Waze, you know, Waze is also a way to get to the places. For example, when I drove Ubers, I never use Waze. I hate it because the Spanish girl talking to me, you know, doble a la derecha, después derecha. I got lost with her. I prefer to follow, you know, like images, and then I could get to the places. But I hated Waze. Yeah, but in fact, it's very easy when you are lost. And the thing in the third question, have you ever got completely lost? Have you ever? Any place in which you have got lost?
I remember once,
Yeah.
but I was too little to move around alone. But it was in a Parque de la Costa
Where is that?
in Buenos Aires.
Ah, yeah.
It's like Fantasylandia,
Yeah.
but small. And I was a little girl, and I lost in the
What
place.
did you cry?
A little, but I stayed in the same place and waited for my family.
All right. Anybody else that got lost? Totally, completely, absolutely lost? No? No? Hmm. You're big people, right? When I was in the States, I was studying in the year, that was in the year 2007, I think. I was studying in Minnesota, and I had to go to the university. But my friend there, where I used to go and live, he took me to the place, took me to the university. But I rented a car because in fact, I bought a car when I was there. So he said, "Now you have to go on your own." So he took me like one way, and then